Hi, everybody, and we are super excited to show you this demo of our flagship autoresponder, which is artificial intelligence powered, and it's called Mailzapp. So let's dive straight in. Let's choose one of the accounts. We could go into mine, or let's maybe choose Madhav's account. It's got more detail and data in it. So here we go. So when you sign in, you see this very clean, beautifully laid out login, dashboard screen. And when you're here, you'll see that there are various options. Okay, but before I explain the dashboard screen to you, in new accounts, don't be surprised if you see a window pop up here. That's more like an information window that says that, welcome to Mailzapp, your AI-powered autoresponder, and that the AI will be in learning mode and it'll constantly train itself. Yeah, so it's basically learning over here. Now, you can close that message with the don't show me this message again option, but basically it'll tell you that the AI is learning like it is in this account. Okay, so let's dive straight in. A few terms to explain just before, a message going out or an email message is called a broadcast, and a subscriber is a contact. Okay. Then there's workflows, basically, which captures automation. Then there are reports, because this has a very powerful analytics system in the background, and it provides reports, which obviously also then the same data the AI uses to optimize your campaigns. There are custom sign-up forms that you can use, and the e-commerce. Now, if before that you can set all your settings, for example, in the settings section. Let's just take a look at this one after the other. I don't think we need to go through everything over here, but very briefly, here you can enter your organization's name, your address, and all that. The physical address, which ultimately ends up getting used, which is important for email autoresponders. So we are, adhering to law. Here's the profile information. Then there is, whatever plan. We've set this account to 500 a month, 500 cents, but depending on what plan you've bought. And then, so for example, you'll get, you can send various, you can set various sent emails. You can do that over here. If you have an agency access, depending on your level of account plan, you can also get other users that can use your accounts, and this is obviously the integrations section. So to the dashboard, and here we are. And when we're here, so let's let's go ahead and create a broadcast. Okay, so you can go to this overview of list of broadcasts. You'll see all your broadcasts over here. You can filter, for example, if you say first, you get the first, just see the response speed. Okay, I want you to take a look at this, because this is something that can be used as a selling argument as well. That there's no, you see that this does not refresh. But that if I just, the moment I type in email, all of the emails come in without any refreshing over there. This is super fast. Okay, so your active lists would be here, and your archived lists for your campaign would be here. So if you were to go ahead and, for example, archive them, delete them, they would basically show up here. And only after you delete them over here do they totally disappear. Okay, so let's create a new broadcast. I mean, many of you watching this are very familiar with autoresponders, so I'm not going to, I'm just going to show you how this works. So let's create, you can choose from HTML editor, or you can use a plain text editor, or you can obviously use our massively super intuitive and very easy to use drag and drop editor. The broadcast has been created successfully. And here, when you come here, basically the broadcast is a very simple 4-step process that your users will be able to go through for Mailzapp to instantly create these messages. So let's take just some. We won't actually send anything out, because this account is live. The moment I say it's sent, everybody who's in this gets the email. So you select your list here. Then you can exclude whoever you want to. So, for example, you want the test list to get it, but you don't want for example, Mintware affiliates to get it. I'll just save this, for example. Only the users get it. So I'll select a from name. I'll say this is going out from Mintware platforms, for example, or you can choose your own from name, the from address. Let's just take my address here. The reply to would be the same one. So when we do that, let's save that. So then you can go to the next step. Now, here you choose your subject line. Yeah. So here you go. This is the most awesome subject line. Okay, this is just an example. You get, a tooltip over here that, you use a catchy subject line. Now remember that this is AI powered. Now this account does not have enough data in it, and your new account will also not have it because it only uses account specific information to provide you suggestions. So when the AI is trained enough, you'll start getting suggestions over here based on what has actually worked for you in the past, and what works well, and the AI will suggest subject lines to you. Okay, so then you can enter a preview text. So this is the text that comes below the subject line. So this is a preview text. Preview text. You can either choose to write it here, or actually not. So, and that's also fine. Many people just don't use it. That's perfectly fine. But in any case, that's what this is. Then you save it. You can include a web page version link in the email. You could do that. And then obviously you'll enter your physical address here. You can set this also that this gets auto-populated. So, I just write over here, this is my physical address, but this will typically get auto-populated if how you've set it for this account. We've just So here you go. So the demo text is this is the name of the campaign. This is the most awesome subject line, and now you can start writing your email. This is your email. This is my email text. Okay. So, and then this is your HTML responder. You can do a lot of things over here. I'll just explain those things to you. You can add greetings in here, or when I explain the commerce part, you talk about products. So you can straight away integrate products that you have created. Let me just show that one second. So, if you have, you have, for example, this product that's integrated over here. I'll do that in just a minute. The entire product, if you have email commerce, will appear here as an email already to send out. So it is also integrated with our product system. But I'll come to that when I talk about the product. Then you go save and next. That's it. You're ready to go. And then you have the option of either sending out now, which I'm definitely not going to do, or you can obviously schedule the email as well. And you can schedule the date and time. You can select the time zone in which you want to send it. Now, if your users are in, or your subscribers are in a different time zone than what you are in typically, then you can determine which time. For example, if most of them are in the US, then you can select exactly what that time you want to send this out is. Okay, so there you go. And once this is done, basically you just save it, and your campaign is basically ready to go. Okay, so this is this option. I just wanted to quickly show you one more thing here before we move on to contacts. So plain text is pretty easy. Let's show you the drag and drop builder because this is a demo. Let's call it D&D drag and drop builder. So the broadcast has been created successfully. Yeah, so the exact same steps: broadcast D&D, send to test list, don't exclude anyone. And the same things again, D&D, and then by the way, this what I just did here is when you go to subject line over here, what you just showed over here as the text is actually coming from the browser. It's not coming from the AI. Okay, so the AI text will look slightly different. You'll be able to see it the way it shows up. So anyway, D&D, I'll go ahead and save it. And I don't want to include anything else over here. I'm sorry, physical address is obviously required. This is required. So be sure to fill it up. You go ahead and save it. Be sure to use a real address, because otherwise you'll be violating law, which is something that you don't want to do. Okay. Now, because we use the drag and drop editor, you'll be able to choose these various templates. Yeah. So this is the amazing part of we understand a few things about page building and all that. So you can just start with a blank layout, for example, and use the drag and drop builder as you might be familiar with, however you want, and create the entire email. And I won't do it. I mean, many of you, you're quite familiar with how drag and drop builders work, but I just wanted to make sure that, you've seen it over here. You can, put an HTML text or you can put an image field and make your email look totally awesome, however you want to do it. You can, put blocks in there, you can put body stuff in there. So you can put buttons, for example. If you have call to actions, you can put buttons in there. You can connect them to URLs. You can change the button colors. So, if you have something like click here now, click here, Now, so you have this awesome call to action right in your email. So this can very, very easily work. And you have this beautiful email created. You can change the color of this. Let's make this green, which is kind of attractive. Let's use another green. Anyway, things like that. You can do these things, and you can create your entire email, have an image there. So this is the drag and drop builder. Okay. So now let's go back here and let's go to contacts. I want to show you what contacts are basically subscribers. So you can assign. You'll have contacts here and your active contacts. Now these are your lists, okay? So your lists are actually what hold your contacts, okay? So you can, there are various ways you can do that. You can manually add contacts. You can upload lists. There are various ways to do that. So let's just create a new list. So we can import this with a using a file. You can copy paste your contacts in there one by one. So let's do each one of them. Let's say, so this is the demo. Import file. So I imported these from a file. You can just write this to remember. Now you can import from a file. You can copy and paste, or you can just manually add one by one. Okay. So here you go. So you need to select your sender name. So I will just select some sender name. I'll just put mine here, for example. And then you select your sender email address. And like I said, I won't be importing real data into this right now, just not to compromise any information. And what you can do from here is that you can upload your CSV file. So unsubscribes, duplicates, or role-based email addresses will be removed. Now, when you're going through the process of uploading the list, be sure that you'll have to wait a bit because the verification process is going on, and it might take a bit of time for you to do that, okay? Because we are checking the addresses in the background. This has a very powerful algorithm installed in it. So you can be sure that the list that you have ultimately in here has already addresses that are verified by us. So we want to ensure that your delivery rate is the highest. Okay, so that was contacts. You can also obviously add contacts one by one, like I was saying. Okay, so basically what I did was you can add them one by one. You can copy and paste contacts. Demo CNC, for example, copy and paste. So paste. Let's say the sender name again, the sender email address. Yeah. Oops, something wrong there. I'll have to do that again. Copy and paste, demo CNC, there you go. So I'll just write copy and paste. It should be actually not copy and, so copy and paste. Copy and paste, I'm the sender. Now this is all suggested by Chrome, not by the AI, but like I said in the other ones, AI will be suggesting that. Okay, so then you come here and then you can copy, paste your Samir at whatever my email address is .com or whatever, right? Now when you save the contact, just do it with my Ventures address. So when you save the contact, your contact list will get saved successfully, okay? So now you have this contact and you see over here that the contact status is deliverable because the system has checked instantly using if this address is deliverable or not. If I would use a bogus address like what's my email.com, then it would show this as risky or undeliverable, and your emails will not go out to that address. So be sure be sure to keep this in mind that the email addresses are okay. Now then there's the possibility to export if you have your list over here, especially if you're you want to store your lists, or you can even print them out. Okay. Then you can do list segmentation, and you can say I want to create a new segment. And here you select which cost, so let's just take the demo CNP that we just created. So this is the description. You can modify the description, and this is basically a text field. And then you can select what criteria you want to add. Very, very powerful. So you can select, I want a segment based on the date added, or on the first or last name, I don't know, or job title. For example, if you're using this autoresponder for, targeting only C-level executives, so the job title, yeah, you can do that, yeah. You can add criteria. So for that, so once you do that, you can say equals, or let's say contains. So I'll say if I'm targeting C-level people, so it'll have chief executive officer, chief marketing officer, chief, I don't know, financial officer, whatever. So you can add another condition. So things like these, yeah, or the date. So each of the conditions can be updated accordingly. So there are lots of things. You can go by country, by city. So you want to target a segment of people. If you're selling them tacos only in let's say, I don't know, Houston, Texas, then that's where this is, or state. You can do all these kinds of things with list segmentation, and then while sending the email out, you can send it only to those. Okay, so I just speed up slightly because this is a demo video and not so much of a tutorial video. So here you can create automations. Very, very powerful tool. I create the automations by demo automations. And so in this system, the whole topic of automations is included under what we call workflows. Now, workflow is the overarching definition term for everything that has got to do with some kind of a process, and automation is a part of that. So just remember that. So you just take your contact list, you go my first list, and you create your automation. And now you're here in the automation builder. Now, most of you know how automation works. So here again, this is your entry point, and you can just define what your entry point is exactly. And then you can say, you can use these custom blocks and it'll start automatically connecting stuff. And you can make as many steps as you want, and you can connect them with each other. Okay. So very powerful automation system. And here you'll also get, by the way, this custom page and all, this all changes, how you can use it basically. And you get an overview also of how your automation feature looks like over here. So you have, for example, a massive email automation with hundreds and hundreds of little boxes, and you've spent a lot of time creating it. You'll get all this information in the overview here. Now, this is the report section. So when your account has data, you'll have it over here. So for example, let's go to this one. So in this, we sent this to 1,346 people. There were so many clicks, and there were so many opens. So this is basically a stats overview of opens, bounces, unopens, and what your click-through rate was. And the more you use this system, the more the AI gets trained, and it helps you optimize these the open rates. Now, if your account has a very high bounce rate, remember that the users of this account might also face their account being closed, because bounce rates are basically a sign that the email list that you're using, despite we having sent it through our checks, is actually not healthy, and we don't want those kinds of accounts in Mailzapp. So be sure that you can bear that in mind. So this was the email. You can view the broadcast, so you know exactly what you sent to them. And you can also know that. So then there are sign-up forms. Here you get a sign-up form list. You can also go ahead and create a form, a full form, and then also attach it to any list that you have. For example, let's do this again with this one. And then this sign-up form will always download to the copy and paste list. Okay. And then after this is done, you can save and publish it. And then you can get everything you need, for example, HTML code, etc., that you need to do this. For example, if I go to the embed code, I can just copy and paste it to my website, or I can go to the URL and take this and copy this and provide that as well. And you can obviously also change your opt-in settings. So all these settings are something that you can change. You can select single opt-in here, double opt-in here, also depending on what your account access level is. Okay. There are page settings. You can completing the sign up form, your users with subscribers would be redirected, so you can send them to a thank you page or not. And you can also choose to get notifications yourself, if someone signed up to your list. Right. So this is done. Then let's take a look at one of the most coolest things. AI is actually the coolest one, but let's take a look at the product creation e-commerce part. So what Mailzapp allows you to do with the Mailzapp e-commerce function, and this is again an upgrade, that it allows you to create your products, your digital products right here within Mailzapp, and then you can use all that information basically to just automatically integrate that into an email, connect your payment processors, and you're good to go. You don't need anything, no expensive platforms or anything subscription-based ones if those are what you're using. You set your product and set your currency. I don't know. This is a demo product. Let's just create it. You can use all that using Mailzapp. So here you come. There are 3 steps. You create your product. This is a demo product. Yeah, you'll put in your image here. Call to action. I just want to keep this demo a bit overview type, so I won't do all these steps. I'll just show it to you with the product that's created. You can write your call to action, like buy this, pay, or whatever. You can select your Stripe account, which I'm not going to do right now because this one's not connected. And then you put in your additional details here. you can if you have obviously your digital product, you can take it over here and you can attach your digital product, whatever it is, and the moment the user buys this product, they'll have this delivered. You can also embed this on an external website. Now you can also put variations in it. So if you have variants of this product, you can add those versions here as well. Okay. So for example, if you have a smaller version of the same digital course, for example, you're selling, you can provide that over here. And you can add that as an option. Let's say you're selling that for $17 and not for $27, and quantity is, I don't know, 1 million. Yeah, so you can add this option right here. Okay, so then you can limit product sales. So if you want to say, you just want to have so and so many purchases. So let's say you want to sell only 100 copies of these, or 1,000 copies, for example. Yeah, you can do that here as well. Okay, and when you have done all this, what you get is you get a demo product which has your product name, your key line, this is your demo product, and you can see just by the looks of it that this is already perfect for putting anywhere, social media, whatever. Especially here in email, you have your call to action button. Everything is actually ready, so you can see a preview over here. Okay, now when this step is done, you need to provide your email address. So let's say you can put in you can add this. You can put this the coupon codes. You can say this is 50% off, for example. You can add more fields. You have receipt options. Thank you very much for buying from us. And you can. So this is what the checkout will look like. And then once you're done with this, you can save and continue. I think something is obviously I need to check the check the account, connect the account. I mean, need to connect the account, and then what you can do is you can copy this URL and put it straight into your. You can put it straight in your email, or you can basically embed this on a website using this code. But most powerfully, the feature that I was showing you earlier, you can just integrate this straight into an email. So this is a Mailzapp Commerce, a very, very powerful feature. So the moment you publish this, when your product has been published, when you go back, you can basically have your new product that is created, and you can immediately. Now let me just show you the feature that I wanted to show you earlier. Now when you come to this stage, what you can do is basically you can straight away go ahead and embed the product. Yeah, so let me just, this is the product that I just created. I can even embed this product, which is Jolo Chip Spicy, and that product entirely will come into this email over here. And you can write your entire message of whatever you want to write, or this is an awesome product, or whatever you want to write, sell your product, and then the whole thing with all active links, etc., has come straight into your email address, into your email. If you've added images and all of that will show up over here. I mean, this is just a demo, but all of that will show up over here, and you can send that email off, and you're good to go. So very, very cool way of using the system. Okay. Very quickly from the dashboard, you can all these things you can do. The better, more you complete your information, the better it is going to be for you. Okay. All right. So with that said, signing off here, and this is an awesome tool, and I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun with it, especially with the AI-powered functionality, which is going to make a lot of things a lot more easier for you and for your users especially. So, all right, thanks a lot.